Now, news out early this morning that the ash cloud from the Icelandic volcano could reach North America today. As many as 63,000 flights have been cancelled since the eruption, with some airlines losing as much as $300 million a day in revenue. But when will European governments loosen their flight restrictions? Well, Paul Charles is an aviation crisis expert. He joins me now. Just before we move on to that, we've heard Gordon Brown coming up right this morning, and he was talking about the idea of a bailout package for airlines. He certainly hinted at it. Is that something that you see as being workable?
I don't think it is workable because there are strict European rules in place for subsidies of any sector, let alone airlines. Critically, I don't think the government will want to go down that route because once they start with that sector, what other sectors are they going to start bailing out, potentially suffering from this ash cloud crisis? So very unlikely, I'd have thought.
Presumably we're not really in a position to go around bailing out airlines.
There isn't much money around to do it, and critically, I think it would be a sorry position to be in because this ash cloud is so unpredictable. What happens if it comes back in 2 or 3 weeks' time if the volcano erupts again? Very unsettling situation.
Now, just talking about I know you're not a volcanologist, but it does seem like this ash cloud is unpredictable. We don't seem to know where it's going next or when it's going to go. What's the latest on that?
Well, the problem for airlines and for much of the travel industry specifically is that it is unsettling because it is uncertain. Uncertainty is the worst thing you can have as an airline. You need to be able to plan your schedules, you need to be able to tell where your planes are going to go next, and that's the unsettling effect that airlines are facing at the moment.
So even if this cloud were to disperse completely, that's going to take a few days, even if it started right now, and then how long would it take things to get running smoothly again?
And that's the problem you've hit on for the airlines. In fact, even if they started operating this afternoon, it's going to take them 2 to 3 weeks to get their schedules back to normal and to bring back all the passengers who are stranded, let alone outside the UK, but in other destinations as well. There are hundreds of thousands of people affected by this, and let alone the people, you've got the cargo impact. What about all the fresh food, medicinal supplies, live animals that are carried around the world? All of these now have effectively been stopped in their tracks whilst this cloud hovers over the UK and Europe.
There's a May bank holiday coming up. Do you anticipate that flights will still be disrupted for that?
Well, we're 2 weeks away from that, and I think it's highly likely that that holiday weekend will be affected. I wouldn't want to have a trip booked at the moment because of the uncertainty, because the likelihood is airlines will still be trying to bring back people who are stranded abroad. If the government comes out with a package such as more Navy ships, as it's talking about, that could make a difference in bringing people home. But the whole system is up in the air at the moment, and that's the problem for airlines who are seeing mounting losses day by day.